All right, people. Woo! Welcome. How you guys doing? All right. Let's catch up with everybody. Welcome back. I am Kalani, and this is Tuesday Museday, episode 150. What is it? 151, I think. Right. All right. Um, Thanks, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I just wanted to do like a mellow vibe, just pretty simple but rich. Simple but rich. I'd like to be simple and rich. All right. Let's say hello. So I'll talk about the music in a second. Ooh, man, these headphones. I'm gonna take these off for a minute, even though I can't hear what you're hearing. It's kind of hot in here, you guys. I don't want to brag about SoCal weather, but I got sunstroke like putting up Christmas lights today. Not really, but almost. I had to wait for the sun to get lower in the sky because it was hot. I know. I'm not complaining. But it's hot. It's like I had my air conditioner on right before the show because I'm like sweating right now. Sorry. That's why we pay the big bucks, you guys. All right, let's say hello. Bill's here, nice and early. Welcome, Bill. And Mick, nice to see you again. All right, all right. Roseanne, of course, welcome. Thank you, as always, for your help with everything. And Neil is here. Now, I'm still not seeing, so frustrating. I'm not seeing your guys' names. So, welcome, Sunrise 77. Alex is here, and Sienna. It's a good thing I know some of your names, or you have them in your handle, your YouTube handles. Let's see, Rosalind, welcome. Daisy, nice to see you. Yeah, it's been a little minute. And who else? Jazz Grill. Who is that? Who's Urban Dervish? Yes, that's right. That's right. Welcome back. So I recognize the icon, but then without the name, because my brain is like a sieve, which has its advantages. Yeah, I can't remember everything. And then who's that? Maranog. Yeah. What? Oh, Maro. Welcome. Today. I welcome to Maro today. Don't stop this song, please. I just got here. All right. Hopefully you caught a good chunk of that. Yeah, that was a pretty long opening number. And then who's that? Is that Handpan Lady? Who is that? I can't tell. All right. So welcome everybody. If I missed your name, sorry. I don't know what I really want to figure that out. But every time I'm just reminded of it when we do the Tuesday Museday, the name thing, and then it kind of leaves my consciousness a little bit until the next week, and then here we are again, talking about the. Sorry, I'm gonna turn my looper off. We're talking about the name, the names on the side. But how's the audio? Am I coming through in stereo today, by the way? I hope I should be. And I don't know. I'm assuming the settings held over from last week. All right, so happy holidays, everybody. It's nice to see you. By the way, so let me go over the instruments real quick. Oh, you looked into it, Roseanne? Couldn't find any useful help. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating. I liked it when everybody just had their what is it? Your like screen name or whatever. You can choose your like screen name, right, for YouTube. For some reason, after they did this update, I guess it's on YouTube too, because all the names are coming into my software here as an @ sign. It's like an email, sort of. So, all right. I guess it's like your YouTube account name, right? So everybody just change your YouTube name to your actual name if you. I know some people don't want to do that, but for those of us who are public figures, that's what we do. I guess unless you have an actual handle. Yeah, so like Roseanne said, remember some instruments. I'm going to go over the instruments right now. And for those of you who haven't been here for Gimme 5, Roseanne will put the gist of it in the comments. But basically, we've got, what did we hear from? We heard a couple of my favorite little rattles, and these are, so I have a pod. These are both pods, but they're different. Let me show you in the overhead. Focus this a little. So I've got this little sweet little seed pod. I'm going to pop up over here. I got this little hand. This has this little wooden handle, tiny little seed pods, and I really love this sound. Isn't that great? It's just so, like, it doesn't get in the way of anything, but it gives you that little crunch, a little shaker. It's just nice, super nice. And so that, and then these, which is an ankle. This is for your ankle. See, it goes around like that, and then Velcros. We call these ankle pods, but these are a different kind of seed pod. And I got to give a shout out to Motherland Music, where I got these. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they're from. I'm assuming somewhere in Africa because of the colors, but I'm not really sure. But these are really nice too. There you go. There's a little bit better view of them. All right, so we had those. And then, of course, this hand pan. This is the Space Drum by Metal Sounds, but it's a hand pan, or what we generally, some people just call them hung drums, or hang drums. Hang, named after the original, hand pan makers from Switzerland. But now, of course, there's many designs out there. Unfortunately, Metal Sounds, they packed it in, so they're not making hand pans anymore. There might be some stock out there, though. You can contact We Play Well Together if you want to check into this particular model, which is a Pacifica D minor. And you know what, guys? I want to show you my super fancy hand pan stand today. Look at this. It's a plastic bucket. Don't tell anyone. Actually, I like it. It's kind of low. It does put it down sort of low, but it totally works. And the reason I liked it kind of low today is, look, see, I would normally have it. Let's say I don't need to be here. I would normally have this a little bit higher, but down here it still works, and then I can do other things in this space, right? I'm not going to hit it, so I like the old 5-gallon plastic bucket trick. I'm probably going to use it, and also doesn't take up much room. And the pan seems to sound fine. Even though on the bottom of the pan there is a hole, which I guess is for, there's actually like one of those plastic inserts. Let me show you. I just noticed this tonight. I don't know if you can see in there, but there's so this plastic right here is a plastic tube, and it goes in. So I'm assuming it's for resonation, right? What do you call that, a port? Yeah, so the bottom is ported, but it doesn't seem to really impact the sound if I set it on this plastic bucket. But if it did, I could just get a bucket and put some holes in it, and then it would, have air movement. I'll see. Maybe I'll experiment with that. All right, so what else? We had this kalimba, you guys, and I got this a long time ago from a builder named Lucinda Ellison, and I don't think she's making kalimbas anymore. She made these beautiful kalimbas. This is obviously an electric one, and it's a hardwood, beautiful. I guess I might call that what? It's not bird's eye, but look at the wood, how it reflects. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. And this one I've had for a number of years, and it's just an electric kalimba. So it's got the back. I think I've shown you. Is it in focus? Can I focus it? There we go. Huh? And maybe there. I don't know. Let me go back up here. All right. Okay, there we go. And I tuned it this today. Let me go over here. I'll show you. So I tuned this tonight for the Gimme 5. I mean the Tuesday Museday, and I tuned it to D minor on the right, and then C major on the left. Because I'm when it comes to figuring out these things, I'm pretty lazy. So I don't have the traditional tuning. I just retuned it to make it super no-brainer. Just one side and then the other side, which I recommend you do. Why not? It just makes it easy. So that's the kalimba. And then, so it's a 2-chord vamp is what I was playing, just D minor. I'll play this on the ukulele. So I've got this ukulele, which is a mango wood tenor by Enya. So let me turn that, mute the kalimba. So D minor to C major. And this could be considered a Dorian mode, or probably Dorian mode, 2-chord vamp. That's one way of looking at it. Or a 2-1 vamp, 2-chord and then a 1-chord, D minor to C major. And what else? Oh, it had the beautiful D minor flute, Native American style flute, the bass, the D minor, which I use often, and that is Pat Heron flutes. He's in Arizona, but I'm not sure he's making instruments either. It's kind of sad, you guys. I'm getting a little sad as I'm talking because I'm realizing that a lot of these instruments, I mean, half the instruments I've talked about tonight are not being made anymore, and it's kind of sad. But I guess I'm lucky. I feel lucky that I have them. But this is a reason. Maybe you ought to pick up something while you can. You know, I'm just saying, because people don't keep making everything forever. Obviously, I'm going to leave this down here. And then we had, speaking of handmade instruments, I use this little shaker. This is one of my buddy Shaker Man, Kerry Green, Shaker Man, Shaka Shakers, and I played this little one, which is pretty sweet. It's just a little baby shaker. He makes all kinds of shakers. I mean, these are all his, right? So like different sizes. I am doing an infomercial because he's trying to sell shakers this time of year. So these are all Shaka Shakers, and this one. I mean, they're all different. You know, they're all pretty different. So I have a bunch of his shakers. I like him. He does a nice job. I got out this Von Kraft wood block. It's very fancy. This is like a legit orchestral wood block, Von Kraft, and it sounds great. So I thought, why not? I'll just break that out, just because I have it. And then we had a tambourine hit, just one. That's an old Rhythm Tech. No, yeah, is it? Yes, Rhythm Tech. Rhythm Tech tambourine. I think they're one of the first tambourine companies to make the crescent shape, and this is also pretty old, like 30 years old at least. I'm pretty sure this is the tambourine I took on the road with Yanni, so this is probably on the Live at the Acropolis. I'm pretty sure. Sounds good. Still works. Imagine that after all these years. And then I have a cajon down here, the usual cajon I use, and then I hit the congas a couple times just with the mallet. So I've got congas here. So yeah, congas, percussion, ukulele, kalimba. The kalimba is tuned to D minor and C, so I'm going to use a D minor flute if I play flute with it. You can select flutes. I could also do a G flute, no, what could I do? A flute in mode 4. I could also do that and have D minor. So yeah, you guys, go ahead and if you want to start putting in suggestions for Gimme 5, that's fine. We can do that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to show you. I don't think there is. I think I want to do a reading for you guys though. I've been running some groups for addiction recovery, and I've been reading a lot from the Radiance Sutras book, which is this little book by Lauren Roche. Radiance Sutra, let me get this, the Radiance Sutras, and Lauren is a local guy, and it's this book is a translation of, mine's falling apart because I've been using it, but I have it on the iPad now, so it's a translation of these ancient Vedic like poems, and I guess it's like the Indian version of the Iliad or the Odyssey or something. It's pretty cool. It's called the Radiant Sutras, but it's a translation that he did, an interpretation, and they're nice. So I think I'm gonna use this background music, and I'll read you one of them. All right, because they're pretty awesome. So let me see if I can get a little background going. Put my headphones back on. And we're going to hear this is from page 34. The air I am breathing was exhaled in ecstasy by an ancient sun. This earth I am standing on was born of cosmic fire. The blood flowing through my veins is as salty as the primordial ocean. The space permeating my body is infinite as the space all around. Above, below, to all sides, within, the elements of the universe are engaged in their ceremony of delight. This is my religion. The attraction between suns is the same as the love pulsating in my heart. All right. How about that, you guys? How fun is that? It's pretty fun. So I'll tell you what, for Gimme 5, for the rest of the month, let's do this. Yes, it is very ruminesque. It's ruminiscent. I love it when I laugh at my own puns. All right. Yes. So yeah, it's really nice. It's such a nice work. I highly recommend it. The Radiance Sutras. You can get it on Amazon. I just got it for the iPad. I also get the Kindle version. It's a few bucks. So I have it on my little iPad down here. It's easier. So you guys, I'll give you a free bonus option. You can say, add a reading. You know, and then for your Gimme 5, if you want, it's just a little upgrade. So if you want, you don't have to, but you could say add a reading, and I'll just pick one. You know, I usually just kind of scroll and pick a random one because they're all great. Some of them are a little racy, if you know what I mean. I probably wouldn't do that. I probably wouldn't read it. It's nothing. You know, it's nothing. It's just a little racy, because you know, it's not American. That's why. It's nice though. They're really nice things. All right, so let's go. I guess we're gonna skip guess the sound, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead. So actually, while you guys are doing that, I'll do a little yin drumming, which yin drumming is a feature of the show now, I think. And the yin drumming is just a very simple, you know, it's kind of like drone. You know, a drone music making experience. So I'm just going to get into that vibe. And the thing about yin drumming, that's my term, I just coined it. So the yin drumming is like the opposite of most of what you see on Instagram. Most of what you see on YouTube is like people doing, you know, kind of I'll say showing off. I'm just going to say showing off, but it's like fancy stuff, right? And the idea with the yin drumming is just to go in the opposite direction. All right, just to get into the space, get into groove, and do things that roll and blend and just, you know, just to have a vibe. All right, so that's all. It's very simple. But it takes discipline to do that. I'm telling you, it takes discipline. You cannot get into the, you know, the musician mind like, oh, I'm going to play all my licks now. I'm going to play all these fancy things. That's not what it's about. All right, so I think the whole yin drumming thing is a good discipline. All right, we're going with Urban Dervish, so that's cool. I'm going to look at that in a minute. Right now, I'm just going to play a little more. How about that? And we'll go to a slightly different tempo. So Urban Dervish, if you want a reading in there, let me know. You can add it. And here's a little music. Okay, gang. All right. Let's, yeah, thank you. Thanks, Urban Dervish. Uh, Try to keep it simple. It's actually, it's not that simple to keep things simple, but I like it. It's a good discipline, and I feel like just as a musician too, you guys. I think most of you could do this. With I'm just playing a couple notes, like even on the flute, like you know, the first flute, I played two notes. You could just play one note, and as long as you just put something into it, like focus, and just make a nice sound. Do your best to just make quality sounds, simple rhythms. I think it's satisfying. Yeah, and Rosalind said it can be relaxing. One of the reasons it is relaxing is because it's very repetitive and there's nothing changing much because our minds, our attention goes to change most of the time. Repetition gets a check mark next to it in terms of our attending to things. We check mark it and then we move on to something else, and we focus on other things. So music that's highly repetitive, it tends to go into the background where it's still taking up a little bit of attention and processing, but it's also not demanding our attention. At the same time, I think it keeps us from our mind drifting too much away to other things, and therefore it makes a good holder or container or space for meditation, and just relaxing. So that's my theory. I can't prove it, and I don't want to. I don't want to prove it, but that's my experience. All right. Thanks, Roseanne, for reminding everybody if you want to join the Facebook group. That would be cool if you want to do that. Okay, let's do the Gimme 5 piece. Now, where did it go? Let me back up. Let me see. Okay, Urban Dervish, Gimme 5. Give me 1 second because I got to scroll back up. Kalimba, handpan, seed pods, conga, cajon. Okay. Kalimba, handpan, seed pods, conga, and cajon. All right, yeah, let's do that. I'm wondering. That works. The conga is a sharp A, I think. Yeah. So I'm just checking things. All right, and we'll do a reading. So I'm just gonna go over to the book real quick. Yeah, I might do 2 readings. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's clear the looper and get something going. I'm going to change the tempo, I think, again. I'm going to go a little slower. Yeah. Maybe a little slower. Let's go to 76. Okay. All right. So we've got handpan, kalimba, seed, pod rattles, conga, and cajon, and a reading. And then if I moved, I will put something else on there. space is worthy of worship and wonder. It is the field within which everything exists. Rest your eyes in emptiness. Inside a room, a temple, even a little jar. Any contained space. Throw the one who is seeing into the center. Entrust your mind to the embrace of space. In a flash, all boundaries dissolve. Go to a wide open space. Gaze without looking anywhere. The mind stops its building of thoughts and rests on its own foundation, immensity. The light that you see by is the light that comes from inside. Cast aside the 10,000 things and love only one. Don't go on to another. Engage your lively awareness with this one focus, one object, one thought, one symbol. Now go inside. Find the center, the soul, the heart. Right here, in the middle of the feeling, attend to the blossoming. Attention vast as the sky. Send a nice holiday blessing to all of you and all of your friends and family. And let's hold everyone in our thoughts who might need a little extra attention, a little extra compassion, this time during these times. Let's try to remember to always be graceful and generous to people, even though we may disagree with them. Yeah, I hope you got something out of tonight's Tuesday Museday. I really appreciate all of you showing up, and thanks again for the Give Me 5 suggestion, Urban Dervish. And thank you, Roseanne, as always, for helping out so much. Really appreciate it. For those of you who don't know, my channel, World Drum Club, and my other channels, Ukulele Club and Kalani Music, as well as some other things that I do, are supported by the Patreon page at patreon.com/Kalani. Go there if you're interested in connecting with me a little more, and you can always make requests over there. Also, we have a couple Zuma flute-alongs, and there's other things throughout the year that I try to produce, bring in other teachers and things like that, which I'm going to try to get back on that horse next year. But go there, and if you like, you can join, and then there's a lot more resources over there for you to enjoy. And yeah, thanks everybody. Appreciate you. The book again is The Radiance Sutras by Lauren Roche. Highly recommend it. Oh, Sue, welcome. Go back and watch the beginning if you want, or you guys can always watch past Tuesday Musedays if you want. And yeah, like Rosalind said, we're all doing the best we can, and that's all we can ever do. It's all we can expect of ourselves and other people. And remember, I'm glad you said that, because as we're out there, trying to do our holiday things, shopping and other things, remember everybody's trying to do the best they can, and they didn't take your parking spot on purpose, all right? Just give grace, just give lots and lots of grace, and go easy on yourself too, and just relax. It's all good, all right? Keep working, keep striving, but don't worry. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
World Drum Club.